Hey y'all. So today I'm going to talk about Martin Luther King. I actually wanted to post this video on his birthday, but didn't get my act together. But it is, it's February, it's Black History Month, and you know, uh, need to talk about him, and we need to talk about him a lot more than outside of February because I think right now with everything going on, I think his message is more important than it's ever been. And me, if you can't tell by my accent, I grew up in the southern United States, and so we learn a lot about him in school, and he's obviously very influential and to the culture and to the people in the South. And so, growing up and learning about him down there is a unique experience. And I think we probably kind of get a little bit more info. We have the center down there, and we've got there's some universities down there that have like a lot of his works and everything, and so you have access to a lot of his history, and it's really cool. And with the video I posted last week, I figure it's relevant and timely, considering one of the things that he focused on, and Gandhi was one of his biggest influences, and one of the things that Dr. King focused on was nonviolent resistance to bring about social change, right? And that's kind of what we talked about last week. But also, man, I think one of the biggest things that he talks about that we really need to get behind now is unity. I mean, that's what the dream speech is all about, man. The whole dream speech, it's about, it's about valuing people about valuing people on the quality of their character and not the color of their skin. And that goes across the board. Now we've got, we have a lot more diversity, especially in the West, than we ever had. And that goes beyond skin color. Dude, it shouldn't matter if someone's male, female, trans, African American, white, Native American, Mexican, Chinese. I mean, we should be past all that, man. I mean, we need to. I mean, granted, yeah, dude. I mean, you need to, every culture has history. Every culture has boundaries. Every culture has traditions that you need to respect. But as an outsider looking in, all you should be looking at is what is that group of people giving to the world creatively, or what is that individual giving to the world, right? Don't just look at a group of people and be like, oh, well, I don't agree with what you're doing here, I don't agree with what you're doing there, and totally write them off. You can't do that. That's one of the reasons where we are now, man. Maybe one of the reasons why, they're not having kids study people like Dr. King is because they're afraid it'll unify us. It'll bring us together. What a crazy idea, right? I mean, it seems like right now, all that we try to unify behind is this DNR stuff, man, this blue and red stuff. And you want to know the truth, man. You want to know evil. You want to know true evil, man. It's this blue and red stuff that we keep falling behind. Dr. King, dude, he said that God did not exist in either party, and he had no interest in being bound to them. And we should have no interest in being bound to them either. Because what are we doing, man? We're like, okay, we're waiting on we're waiting on the government to give us our power instead of taking it. And when they do, when they do give us something, well, the other one can come in and just make it all go away. And where are we? Well, we're left stuck, right? We're left stuck because we're waiting on the government to give us our power instead of taking it. And then we're going to squabble over each other over who has the better, who has the better letter at the end of their name or the beginning of their name, R&D. Who's blue and red? That doesn't matter, man. We need to get past all that. And because obviously, if you can't see that they're using that as a tool, all of these things are tools to keep us separated, man. And they're used as ways to keep people from becoming leaders, right? I mean, that's the thing, man. I mean, where are the leaders at? Where are people like Dr. King, man? Right? I'm not saying that everyone needs to go out there into the streets and, be the big mantle bearer. But we need those people. I mean, we need people that want to help too. We need people in supporting roles. They are vitally important. But dude, like we need people that are going to go put their face on it, because I'm pretty sure, man, that's one of the reasons why we can't make a dent in a lot of this stuff is because no one's willing to put their neck on the line or their face out there and really put a person on the movement. Because look at SOPA, man, Aaron Scwartz. If you don't know who Aaron Scwartz is, man, you need to go read about him, okay? And read about what they did to him, not only the government, but academic institutions. This was a guy who tried to go in and eliminate the paywall. He went in and tried to, JSTOR. I mean, that's what it was. He went in, he tried to get all the information out of JSTOR and share it. And dude, and it was horrible what happened to him. And if you don't know his story, man, and also SOPA, have you ever heard of SOPA? Like, if it wasn't for Aaron Scwartz, that would have been a disaster. But Aaron Scwartz was the one that stopped all that. He was the one that was willing to go out there and put his face on it and stop it. And examples of these leaders that have just been squashed like that, they run throughout history. Sometimes they get killed. JFK, MLK, they get killed, man. So I know it's scary. It's scary to go out there and put yourself out there and really be like, this is me. And so if you've got a problem with my ideas, you got a problem with me, right? Because that's where we need to get to. It needs to be all about the ideas. We need people coming up with ideas and not caring about how someone looks or what their gender is or whatever. They need to be going out there and be like, hey man, do you have the same idea as I have? Do you believe in this idea? Let's all get together and let's do it. That's where we need to go. We need to be following and we need to be celebrating these ideas. I'm sure Dr. King right now would be like, man, it's cool that you guys celebrate my birthday and everything, but what you really need to be doing is you really need to be reading about my ideas, embodying them, and then going out there and telling people about it. I think that's what he would want us to do, and that's what I think that's what JFK would want us to do. I think that's what Bobby would want us to do, man. All these people that that have been taken away from us, all these leaders that we can still draw inspirations from, that was these guys were around 70, 80 years ago, but they're still vitally important. That message is still true, because this is a battle that seems to never end. And man, and also remember this. If you're just still all about this blue and red and this DNR and blah blah blah, man, think about this, dude. My grandparents were sharecroppers. And dude, they went on to live this American dream that they still tell us is real. Right? They were sharecroppers and ended up working their way up, had a home and raised 5 kids. Dude, there's people now that on paper they're killing it. It's like, okay, man, I went to school. I got these good grades you told me to get. I went to the school you told me to go to. I went and got this degree that you told me to get for no reason. And now I'm saddled with $200,000 in debt after busting my ass trying to make it, and I can't make it. Right? So why less than 100 years ago, my grandparents could be sharecroppers and go on to do the thing, but yet there's so many people out there now that on paper should be killing it that can't get an inch. Right? Dude, and don't tell me that's one side or the other, because that's been taken away from us forever. All right? But yeah, guys, so otherwise, if you like the shirt, go check out Dead Pioneers. They're an amazing indigenous fronted band doing some cool stuff. Greg Deal, their singer, great artist. Check him out. I'm gonna put a bunch of links down in the descriptions below. Dude, I'm nobody on here. I'm not getting any kickbacks from this stuff. I don't know these people, but if I find something cool, I'm gonna tell you guys about it. All right. But yeah, guys. So I think that's gonna be it for today. Just go out there. Read, man. If celebrate Black History Month by going out there and reading some actual literature, right? And getting some ideas and seeing, what, this group of people contributed, and celebrate them for that. All right? I'll see you guys.